you go and read the Baha'i books, especially start with the history. It's very important. When you learn all about the history of the Baha'i faith, every martyr is an embodiment of the attributes of God that tickles and intrigues you, and that connects you, communicates with you, and it activate the part in your head, in your soul. Sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel sorry, sometimes you feel you have to do something, sometimes all kind of feeling, the emotion they give you, because these are real characters. These are not Batman and Superman. These are real individuals who sacrificed their life, their wives, their children, their wealth, their names, their authority, all kind of it, 20,000s of it. It's not translated, a lot of it, in English. Believe me, just the city of Yazd, if you want to read, it's a 1,000-page book, just the history of that. Just down the street, go down the next province in Fars, where Bob comes, in one city of Neiris. It's another 2 big volume books. If you go to another province of Khorasan, it's another huge book. Every part of Iran, where thousands of people died. And all is magnificent, every one of them. It's a theater of God. They are the one that God uses and shows how to understand the attributes. When you say love, so what do you mean? Everybody has a word and a meaning for it. But when you see a demonstration of love by these people, it's just amazing. It takes us away from this material world. So, we have to familiarize ourselves as a Baha'i who's enthusiastic about teaching with the history of the Baha'i faith. Read the history, try to remember it. Read it once, read it again. Remember, this is not just a book, it's not a novel. You have to remember the names. If you do that, immediately you have a feeling to talk about it. I'm telling you that. Now you say, still I have this feeling in me. I feel like that the God, I can't talk to this girl. I want to see them. You go to the second process. Participate into the firesides. We call it in the Baha'i faith firesides. For the non-Baha'is, I say. When a Baha'i comes there, others are talking. Whenever there's a window open, you throw up some words as well and say something and keep doing it. Then it starts, like a baby, it starts to talk. Your spiritual part activates and it starts to talk and it starts to operate. So participation in this is very, very big. Another suggestion that I have has helped me is try to become friend with other people. You know, it's very, very important. Just become a friend, you know. Find an East Indian as a friend, or a Chinese as a friend, get a black man as a friend, find a Yugoslavian, all the different nations and creeds. It is a great practice for you to connect and, you know, yourself with other type of cultures and psychology and whatnot. Be a good listener, and the line of communication becomes really, really great and big. And the final thing is that, another one I can say, you can think of other ways yourself. This is just my personal experience that I've seen practically works. Is that, like the discussion I had with Tawheed. Get a project, take a project, 3 of you, 2 of you. Say that we're going to read one baha'u'llah's book, one of the Baha'i books. It could be even a non-Baha'i topics. Go and read Book of Certitude, couple of paragraphs, or a history, or anything that you like. But both of you do that the same thing. Say the goal, okay, all of you in 1 week, finish at the end of the week, see each other, and bring up your questions that you could create and you've seen out of the chapters. Bring up those questions. Try to answer. Talk. Talking is so important. Keep talking about it to others. Once you start to do this, you learn how to talk. And then you can enjoy to talk. Everything that we do, it becomes a habit. You remember? A habit is big. Keeps doing it, then you like to do it. You know, use that habit for a good matter. So, and then of course, it's very easy for you to speak to other people. I did that in Iran. I didn't know I'm becoming a salesman in Canada. I never thought teaching Baha'i faith is actually do that. Yes, program of God is big. Spiritual it is, but there is social and economical and other things. Baha'u'llah talks about it too. When I came in Canada, I was already a very well trained salesman. I told you in the beginning that one of my teachers in teaching me how to install siding and soffit fascia and all those jazz, he told me I've been a salesman all my life. I've been selling religion, which I told him I don't understand. He said, well, talking to people, convincing people, that's the best things. It can be translated into sales and, economical power. So, essentially, these are a few ideas about the teaching. I'm not going to talk about mass teaching. That's very different now. That's huge. There are different things involved in that. But I've done that too. So, I think overall, I covered up the part that is teaching, because I spoke how I became Baha'i and what the teaching involved. And in this matter, the things that happened, as I did teaching, I gained, experiences, amazing experiences. We run into the teachers, God, when you start to teach, believe it or not, you like it or not, you will be hired by Baha'u'llah immediately. And you'll see in strange places, and a spiritual power help you. Things gets in the way. One of the good signs, whoever you are, it happens is that you start to have beautiful dreams, huge dreams. You never had it before. In the first few parts, you start to overcome enemies, whether it is height, or it's in the sea, or it's a snake, or it is whatever it is. You overcome that. Then you have the visions and dreams that you're flying, really. And continue to do that. You have a vision of Abdul-Baha. And if God assists you, you even have the vision of Baha'u'llah, which is an exact meeting with him. If you start to teach, it will happen. And there is no qualifications for Baha'i teaching except to want to teach. That's it. Musa means Moses. He was a Jew. He became Baha'i in Iran, and he was a clerk in the National Spiritual Assembly of Iran. Shoaib Effendi at the time sent him over to Africa. He decided to go to Africa, and he couldn't speak English, he couldn't speak the language there, nothing. Okay? But that man opened the African continent to the Baha'i faith. He's the champion of Africa. The man, an Iranian, couldn't speak even the language. That's all it requires. You like and want to teach. That's all. And you start to do it. Rest of the things will come. At that time, because this is a main obligation on behalf of Baha'u'llah, that the Baha'is would have to engage. This is compulsory and obligatory that they involve in teaching the faith of God. So this is one of the things that he has invented for us. If you want to get many, many qualities by one act, that's the act of teaching. If you just give money, you might become generous. Save somebody's life, well, okay, saving life, you become brave. How can you collect the bravery, the compassion, the forgiving, the sacrifice, all these attributes? There you go. That's the missionary of Baha'u'llah. He says, go to teach. Non-Baha'is can't. You as a Baha'i can. So go do it. Because the moment you do, you gain all these great attributes. Real one, You yourself are the first one to testify, yes, you have progressed spiritually. Well, gosh, it's 1:13 right now. And it's enough to talk about this topic. Oh, it's an ocean to speak in. My God, I can talk a lot about it. There's endless. But I guess good night and good morning. And till the next time. May God be with you.